stealing from the public, they will go and kill you. Now just sentence. In Nigeria, they will give you a chieftaincy title. Because a judge is going to say, no, let him go. He's one of us. All you have to do is just to make sure that you have a connection with the likes of Afe Babanlaole, and they can cover you up. Have you heard? The NNPC, they have come out with another number. They said that Portharcourt Refinery is now working. It's working. Remember this guy on the right? Falano. Yeah, he is the one that took the supposed company that collected $1.5 billion to fix the Portharcourt Refinery. It took them to court that they must review the state of the job they have done. Now, that is him in a laughing photograph with Mele Kyari, the NNPC chairman. Okay? The one that told you that they are going to stop importation of fuel and they'll be buying it from Dangote, only for them to go ahead and still import over 2.2 billion liters of petroleum to Nigeria. The same guy who took media guys to Portharcourt last week, or is it about 2 weeks now? Right? So now he put it on social media that they did not say that Portharcourt Refinery is working fully. Baba, Portharcourt Refinery is actually two. One is 150,000 barrel refinery. Another one is 60,000 barrel refinery. The 60,000 barrel refinery is the one that they claimed have started working. And the news is like, Portharcourt Refinery is working. So what they are now saying is that they did not say that. They said the job is 70% completed. And they are now blending PMS there. A low sulfur, blah, 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 blah. That they are ready to take Falano there to go and see the 70% completion of the 60,000 barrel refinery. And in fact, the reason why you have not seen the Portharcourt PMS in the market is because they just signed a deal with a Dubai-based petroleum. Let me see, they have a name for it. It's a Dubai-based Gulf Transport and Trading Limited. And they said that a Dubai-based Gulf Transport and Trading Limited is the one now buying the Portharcourt PMSU. So a lot of people are now like, Abba, which kind of madness be this story along? You are supposed to serve the local market first. Reduce the cost of petroleum for people, which in itself will actually reduce the cost of other things as well. Now, Dubai, now they sell the Portharcourt refinery, Portharcourt petrol to now. Dubai they have their own oil. They have their own refineries. So what is this? So what they are now saying is that this Dubai-based Gulf Transport Trading is, so I went online. Okay, I went online to go and look that up. Gulf Transport Trading Limited. So that was Gulf Transport and Trading Limited, GTT. And I realized that they actually trade in PMS, LNG, and they have their customers all over the world, where it's like they supply finished products. And I checked on their partners. They do not have any partnership with the Nigeria NNPC or NNPCL. So I'm going to put them on the screen. Give me a sec. Okay, give me 1 sec. Let me put it on the screen. It's called Gulf Transports and Trading Limited. Right? And true to it, there is nothing that linked them with Nigeria. So I consider that as their another, what you call another lamba of theirs. So you can go the goose chasing, like you can go to the wild goose chasing about. But the question is, how is that beneficial to Nigeria when you have been waiting? At first, you were waiting for Dangote Refinery. Then you started waiting for Portharcourt Refinery that was supposed to be producing 1.4 million liters of petrol every day. But now they are not selling to Nigeria, according to these guys. Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan náà? Kí ló ń happen gangan náà? Kí ló happen? Anyway, I'll come back to that. Okay, let's go a bit further. Today, the pumping in of dollars to the hands of the Bureau de Change, the same process that Kadobi, Ajangbadi Emefiole, Oduduwa Emefiole, by the way, formerly Oduduwa Emefiole, seems to be paying off. It is December time. There is more forex hitting Nigeria, not from production, not from the, okay, Nigeria has increased electricity, there's been more production of manufacturing sector. Nigeria has been exporting this and that, and now they are heading there. No. The demand for dollars in the month of in the month of December has reduced by more than 65%, which therefore means some of these Bureau de Change guys, they have more forex now than they did last month. When Tinubu took over in May 2023, the exchange rate was 610 naira to $1. And the parallel market was 710 naira to $1. Now, the moment Tinubu floated Nigerian naira, and then the economy started taking the nosedive, bleeding. Nigerian naira crashed to over 1,900 naira to $1, and over 2,400 naira to £1. Since then, these guys have borrowed over $6 billion in defending this naira. They have not invested a penny. Maybe they did, it's just never showed. A penny in the power sector of Nigeria. The manufacturing sector in Nigeria was promised a 70 billion naira some soft loan. I don't think they probably accessed 7 billion from that money. The production sector in Nigeria, the manufacturing sector in Nigeria has been bleeding and dying. So they kept, at some point, they decided to weed out the Bureau de Change that they felt, BDC, that they felt was probably not from their clan. And then they reissued licenses to some, and they started pumping dollars into their hands. That didn't save. In fact, when they started it, initially, this was last year, December, if you remember, Nigerian naira purportedly gained against the dollar. And it was 1,300. Do you remember that? And they were asking you to celebrate it. Yeah, yes, Nigeria, you can, Naira, you can do it. Naira, you can do it. Go on, Naira, go on. And every day that time, right, from 1,800 Naira to $1, it dropped down to 1,300 Naira to $1. I say, yes, this is the change we voted. This is the Tinubu. This is the Naira, go on, you can do it. You can do it. The Rolukus were all over the social media. You can do it. You can do it, the Naira. When they finished the dollars that they borrowed in defending Nigeria Naira, it collapsed again. You cannot save your currency when the deal you are having with the World Bank, IMF, is to devalue the same currency. You cannot save Nigeria Naira by pumping in cheap dollars. Dollars will be say the condition at which you got the dollar is the reason why your Nigerian Naira will keep collapsing and keep crashing. And then it's like getting a dollar at the value of 1,800 Naira. And then you are selling it to the Bureau de Change just because you wanted to drive this media frenzy. Started selling it to the Bureau de Change for 1,250 Naira. And you are telling them to sell it for 260 Naira. So that the news can say, oh, dollar is now 1,260 Naira from 1,800 Naira. Let us be happy. As if to say it was not 1,000. I'm sorry, it wasn't 600 from 600 Naira to $1 that you took it to 1,800 Naira. That is like 3,000 crash. 3,000% value lost. Then you brought it down to 1,250, 1,260, and you said that people should go and celebrate. When they ran out of the stock of that dollars, it went back to its original price, 1,760 Naira. That is exactly what they are trying to do right now again. They want you to celebrate that Nigeria Naira is now 1,600 Naira. And it's still going to go to 1,400. Maybe it's going to go to 1,300 again. And similarly, since you all suffer what is called the Stockholm Syndrome, you don't know that your Naira will never have any strength if your production in that country remains dead. It is the productive economy that strengthens currency. It is not when you kind of pump in money, dollars, some of them that you borrowed, so that you can have this media frenzy and say, your policy is working. What policy? Policy of pumping dollars. And then the less demand of that same dollars. So you can use that for a month. And then after that, Tinko, they said if Dangote, when Dangote Refinery comes on stream, Nigerian Naira will gain strength. They said they were going to be selling Nigerian crude oil for Naira, for Naira, so that Nigerian Naira will have strength. They told you all of this, but behind the scene, even Dangote doesn't want to sell his own product in Naira. So lies won't make Nigeria Naira strong. Nigeria economy will not survive based on lies. It's just unfortunate that they always have the mumus, the idiots, that always fall for this nonsense. And at the moment the party is over, they will disappear. You won't hear from them again. DEJI Adeyanju had something to say about the supposed opposition in Nigeria, which are believed to be the strength of APC. The weak opposition is the strength of APC, and their propaganda in Nigeria. He is also about to be sued for libel, by the way. DEJI is a lawyer. Dele Farotimi is a lawyer. Damagun is the PDP acting chairman. They said that everything DEJI has been saying about them is defamation. So I think the difference is that Damagun doesn't have any link to the APC, enough, strong enough to ask the police to pick up a DEJI. Maybe they will still pick him up, by the way, but here.
Very simple. That I'm happy, I'm excited that it has gotten their attention. The idea behind these remarks, a majority of these remarks, is for people in opposition to be alive to the responsibility of holding government accountable at all levels. That the PDP and the Labour Party have not held government accountable, and that they have not been credible oppositions. They've not been a veritable opposition to the APC government, and that they must do better. You know, for me, basically, I am of the opinion that if rhetorical statements were made concerning people and they feel that they want to sue me, so be it. I will be glad and willing. For me, I have said it time and time again, that arrest is like a public relations for me, and jail is campaign for me. You know, so those are some of the things that I enjoy. And I
enjoy going to jail?
Yes, of course. I miss prison, I must say. You know, and for the things that I do, you know, if I don't get to see the four walls of prison, it means I've basically compromised. You know, and that's why I tell you that the first signs that an activist has betrayed the struggle or compromise is when he begins to fraternize with people who are in government.
But when you say you're missing prison, I mean, it implies that
and this is not metaphorically speaking.
Sure, it implies that you're saying that they are actually correct in suggesting that you're defaming.
You know, for you to defame anyone, there must be malice. You know, there must be specific malice directed at the other person. You know, there's no malice whatsoever against anybody. All I'm asking for is that the opposition should be a credible one, should wake up to their responsibilities, should be alive to opposing the government. They are not opposing the government. Evidence abounds that this current PDP, led by Damago, has strengthened the APC rule. The APC misrule. The APC's effrontery in crushing dissent and voices of opposition. In Rivers State, this particular chairman and executive of the PDP have aided people who had wanted to remove the governor from office. You know, the law is settled that when people defect, that they lose their seat. They've withdrawn court cases. But of recent, which is very well commendable that...
Well, he wrote a letter.
Yes, just of recent, which is commendable.
Asking INEC to hold...
Yes, which is commendable. Yeah. When they do something wrong, we must hold them accountable. And when they do the right thing, we must also commend them. Even this recent letter that they wrote, the Nigerian people do not believe or trust that the intentions were right. They feel it was more or less of a face-saving, which I also agree, a face-saving measure. You know, for me, I am of the view that they have been in bed with the government in power, and that they must prove to us, if critical voices in the country like us, who have courageously spoken against this government, if they feel that by silencing us, by some threat of suing us or dragging us before the court or the prison, if they feel that is the best way to strengthen the democracy, we are ready. They should bring the game on. We are always unapologetically ready to challenge them. You know, even if they have the backing of government, we will still challenge them. You know, so for many of us, just in finally answering the question that for someone like me, I would never intentionally say things that I do not have evidence or credible intel, you know, and when the time comes, don't worry, we will cross that bridge.
Right.
But we must charge all members of the opposition, be it Labour Party, be it PDP, that they must hold government accountable. They must truly be opposition. You can see how credible and how viral the opposition in the US is. We have just witnessed an election in the US, fairly and keenly contested. With this current opposition, look at 4 members of the opposition have just defected today to the ruling party in the House of Reps. Very shameful indeed. When nothing is going well in the country, you find members of the opposition defecting to the APC. There's no basis or any justification whatsoever for this. You know, the political crisis in Rivers has been aided by the leadership of the PDP, led by Damagun and Sam Mayaun. These are Nyesom Wike's loyalists. They have not hidden it. He has openly said it. you know, that they belong to Nyesom Wike, they work for Nyesom Wike. They have said it. In fact, Damagu was quoted as saying that, oh, if they say Wike has bought him, let some other people also buy him back. You know, why will any national chairman of any political party say that? Sam Anyanwu practically follows Nyesom Wike all over the place, you know, even to commissioning projects. Nyesom Wike is an APC minister in the government. So this opposition just have to do better. They have to. Very simple.
They have to. But they are the same side of, no, they are like two sides of the same coin. But they are the same. To me, they are. And DEJI is right. But it is what it is. Talking about the ones that they camped there yesterday. One of them had this to say, a Labour Party lawmaker.
When people enter political party without an ideology, we see such level of defection. People who don't have ideology in anything they do, they don't need to be trusted in any form, whether they are in APC or PDP. I stand here today to tell them that this rotten carrot that is dangled before them to defect to this party that has brought hunger to this country, we are waiting at the end of the day as the party of the people. By 2027, we will open our arms again to give them their rightful tickets. When
I mean, is bold enough to say it's right there. Like I said before, this was what was expected of Labour Party. They were supposed to be the Julius Malema party. I don't know the name of his party, though. You know Julius Malema? The guy is more popular than his own party. He was the former youth leader for the ANC, Mandela's party, the ruling party in South Africa. He disagreed with them, with the way the things are being done. Despite the ruling party in South Africa, he left them to go and start his own political party. And that political party became one of the force or the opposition force in South Africa. And I know they take, they know, like they are every day. You will see some of their videos online. Julius Malema's party, EFF. Thank you. There are South Africans who don't like him more. Just like you know that as the APC, people destroying people, as they are destroying Nigeria, they are the bed of the same feather. There are younger people who actually are waiting for their own turn, okay, to replace these criminals you have in APC now, the criminals you have in PDP now. So therefore, they will tell you anything apart from APC and PDP, they will never be part of it because these two, they are the best. So they will defend them. Similarly, in South Africa, you will see some of these black South Africans who will kind of attack Julius Malema, abuse him, and all of that. Is a betrayer, is this, is that, for ANC, which has made black South Africans even more worse or worse off. They are second-class citizens in their own country, by the way. Let's be clear. But Labour Party was supposed to be a Julius Malema's party in Nigeria, something so different. Something that, a group of people that shouldn't agree with APC. They were never supposed to agree with APC or PDP on the floor. But rather, majority of them were chancers, opportunists, who took advantage of your revolution or your movement to get the political advantage only to now drop you and join the same APC. In this Nigeria, APC is even worse. Look at what they have done to Nigeria. Nobody should say, I am leaving my political party to go and join APC. Are you mad? Your constituency should grab you and tie your hand, tie your legs, and take you to psychiatric home. Something must be wrong with you. But we all know why. Okay? You are only being used. Majority of them will use you. Right? Just to get themselves a seat at the table. And they will have a feeding bottle, their own feeding bottle, stuck to their mouth. And they want it to remain so. opportunists. This morning in Kano, Friday morning in Kano, Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, the emir of Kano admin. You know, in Kano, they have two emirs. Adobayero is the emir of Kano Arcade. Sanusi Lamido Sanusi is the emir of Kano admin. So Kwakwansop and his group, they were the ones who